Hello, I'm at the entrance of the apartment now. You can see in front of me this Chinese Mario that was left over from the old people, as well as the mirror. We kept quite a few things from them anyway. They've lived there since 1970 when the building was originally constructed. And in case you're wondering, I am listening to some juju music by the best artist in the whole world, King Sunny Ade, who's the king of juju music. This door is like solid, and we've got a little coat closet. There are pictures in the house of places that we totally loved and contemplated living in, including Marseille. This shopping cart is like needed by everybody who moves to Spain. This is what you do your shopping with. And we used to hate it, but now we can't live without it. Once again, the floors had just been redone before we bought the house, before we bought the flat. Anyway, never mind me dancing. Just this is just what I this is just what I do all day. Uh, we contemplated breaking apart this entrance and making it part of the living room, but in the end, we chose to have a little hideaway so that everything wasn't out in the open. What we did do once you get into the living room, which we'll go to next, you can see the outline, the cream outline of the tiles. This is where the third bedroom used to be. And we knocked that out because I realized it was just going to become another room where we just put crap in. So I didn't want that. And we prefer to have a bigger living room. So we knocked that wall out and just incorporated it into the living room. Now, the sofa that you see back there against the window was left over also from the old people, and it was actually still in its wrapper when we got it. Now it's the dog's sitting area, even though most of the time they always manage to find themselves on the couch with us on the other side. You see, it opens up a lot and it gets a lot of sunlight. More furniture that we made use of from them because we didn't have any of ours. You can see against the back wall there is the row of cabinets, and we actually took out, it went all across that wall. We took out like one third of it so that we could have a little bit more space and kept the bar that's hanging on the side there. And it's funny, back in the 80s, I remember having this furniture exactly. But you know what? What's old is what's new. And here I am again with the stuff. You can see pictures from Madrid there because that was another place that we thought about living. And Sevilla is in that picture down there. You can also see three bottles of wine open because we always open one and we never finish it because we rarely drink except for when we go out or have company over. So I'm always trying out new wines because they're so cheap. Now, the dining table was an addition, and one of the things we had to get rid of, which was one of the reasons why I couldn't make the video earlier, because we had the dining table that was there before in the living room on the other side. And when lockdown came, it has been sitting there for a year because we couldn't really go out, and we didn't want people inside the house, and you weren't allowed to do that anyway. So you see, we live on an avenue, so it's pretty wide. The building across is far away, and we love it that like that. One thing that we got was the television because we're home buddies, and we watch a lot of movies. So for us, it was worth getting something that we really liked. And you can see outside there, and my dog is bothering me to go out, so I let him out on the balcony. He's the only one allowed to go out on that balcony apart from us. The small one is not, because she always tends to pee, and I don't think that's nice for the people down there. I have to rush and clean it. So here is that the other side of that picture is where the other picture down there is supposed to be. What you have here is an estufa. This is a heater, and this is how we keep warm in Spain if you don't have central heating. You buy one of those things when the guys drive the trucks on the street and they bring it up to you. and it hits up the whole room as big as it is. So we've had to use it like 5 or 6 days. I don't remember in the last video I mentioned how cold it had been. And never mind my dog, she keeps following me everywhere because it's almost feeding time. And I know like our next cost of living for January is going to be high because she's been to the vet quite a few times, and it seems like she has Cushing's disease, which is something that's very common in dogs. And so it gives them a pup belly, and she's big and she wants to eat all the time, and she wants to drink all the time. Here's the hallway. And we repurposed that door down there. It was the actual door to the third bedroom. So we put it down there so we could make some sort of suite, like a poor man's suite. So once we go to bed, we close that door back there, and the bedroom is back there, and so it's a lot quieter. And also, this cabinet was left over from them, and it's amazing because it takes up the whole length, and it's very slim profile, and it was perfect for our shoes. If you're a regular reader of the blog, you know that I have a ton of shoes because of my flat feet, and I'm always trying out new shoes and stuff. So we have places to put them, and this doesn't even fit all our shoes. So you can see how terrible I am when it comes to like tennis shoes and stuff. But my feet hurt a lot, so I like to try out all the shoes that promise to help me for my flat feet. So there is the hallway. It's very long. You can see our supply of masks there. That's Budapest, and one of the other places that we contemplated living in. So I love this place because it does get a lot of sun in, and so against the dark floors, it's really nice. This is the half bathroom off of the hallway, and it's pretty, you know, generous size. I hate the white floors because it gets dirty very quickly, but we didn't do anything in here. The one thing that we did do for the whole apartment was just paint everything one color, which was that cream color, because they had like orange, blue, salmon. There was like 5 or 6 different colors. Each room had a different color, and it wasn't cohesive. And so the cream color just kind of ties everything together, I think, because we didn't want to do a whole lot of remodeling and all that. The kitchen, we left it the way it was, the floors, everything. All we did was replace the oven because he wanted a gas one, and we got a new stovetop and the hood. But we left the cabinetry the same, the way it was, with the marble slab top, because really, I'm past the whole like, oh my God, I want to knock everything out and make it all into an American size living dining area, because, you know, when he cooks, a lot of the stuff stinks fish. It's nice to have a room where you can close off, and also he gets to close it off when the dogs bother him, which is pretty often. So we didn't do much. The window opens out onto the courtyard, and I kind of like the tiles, that the traditional tiles on the wall, and I like the kitchen sink. I like everything. So we weren't going to do anything big there. And one thing that a lot of my friends or a lot of people I know do, they have the walls like wiped down and to get rid of the popcorn walls. But for me, it's no big deal. I don't care. I'm showing you the eggplant parmesan that's about to go into the oven while I do this video. So he just made it, and yeah, if you're going to live in Spain, you have to get used to having your coffee like this. And there it is. We even kept the fridge from them because it was functional, and there was no reason to get rid of it. And we've been here now a year and a half, and it works like it's so good. We had the microwave moved to the top there and hung up. You can see the holes where he missed the first time. And what else did we do in here? Nothing much. You can see the holes. They used to have the microwave hanging on this wall. You can see where the used to hang, and we moved to the other side because it was kind of like bumping into you. And they also had a dining table where that little cabinet is, and we didn't want that because we found ourselves living in the living room on the actual dining table instead. So it was just taking up space, so we got rid of that. And that's all we did in here. We changed the light pendant. Oh, by the way, if you love eating pizza at home, you got to get those pans that you see up on the rack. They're actually perfect for like home baked pans. So if you've been to the Next Bite of Life store on Amazon, make sure you get them and you will be delighted because the bottom never burns. It's perfect every single time. So we're glad we found those. Yeah, so that was the light pendant that we changed, but pretty much everything in here was the same thing. The floors, everything is original. And we're going to leave it like that. There's no reason to go crazy, I find. This is in America. This is the office, which is the second bedroom. And all this cabinet was in there too. Like they had the desk, and I had to just bring the computer, the TV, and the other stuff is ours, but like all the shelving was there. And we did add mosquito nets to the window. We have a full-size bed in here, which was our old bed from Sevilla. And all this built-in shower, I mean, not built-in, but their wardrobe just comes in handy for all this stuff that we couldn't get rid of in the third bedroom. So it's been good. And it's a double bedroom, so it's big enough to fit this bed when we have guests, and also to do work, which is where I do everything from the podcast to the YouTube to everything like that. So I love this room. I live in this room. So there's the guest bedroom. The main bathroom is pretty small. Has a shower stall, a sink, and a bidet, which I would love to get rid of so we can have a little more space. But Fede, being a European, is used to that, so he's not keen on doing that. So I have to live with it. So you see, there's a little bit of storage. It's actually arranged quite nicely for being so small. The back porch, the back balcony over there is covered, and this is slightly larger than the one in the front, and that's where you can see the gutter we had made for the dogs back there so that they can do their thing. Otherwise we would be rushing outside. It's the best money we ever spent, totally. And the shower is spacious. It's not by any means like Hollywood size, but it does the job. And the master bedroom is here. It's quite a big room. That is a king size bed, and the furniture was left there. We bought the mattress, but the bottom thing was there. The bottom two things, we just put them together, and it was perfect because those things cost a lot, like 400 euros each. I mean, there are some things that are just crazily expensive here, and we weren't going to do that. So I'm like, oh, let's just put this two together, put the mattress on top, and it was perfect because they were both full size, and then together made a king size. And so we had the molding put on, and but the mirror and the furniture and the wardrobes were there from then, and there's solid wood furniture that didn't require anything else. So I didn't want to waste money by trying to do. Plus, this is my style of furniture anyway. I'm not really crazy about IKEA stuff. I like older things. That's why I was so happy when I found the dining table that you saw in the dining area, because that is my sort of so I got rid of the one they had so I could get like older, warmer kind of thing. So we're back into the living room now, where the dog probably hasn't moved the whole time I've been filming this, and he's found his spot in the sun and he's going to stay there, and the other one has also found her spot. So it's lunchtime. Eggplant parmesan that I showed you before is now ready, so I am going off to eat now. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.